So on March 31st of this year, an 18-year-old kid named Swhileyy walked into a Scientology building in Hollywood, California, and just ran. No manifesto, no plan, no agenda. He just sprinted through the lobby, got stopped immediately, and posted a video. 90 million views. Oh, Tony's here. He's a Mallord. He lives on the beanbag.
90 million people watched a kid run through a lobby?
90 million people watched a kid run through a lobby.
Humanity is cooked.
And look, at first glance, this just looks like another weird internet trend. A guy does something stupid, we watch it, and then we move on. But here's what happened instead. Other people watched that video and thought, wait, why did everybody inside respond like that? Then they started digging, and I started digging. And now we're here. Because this rabbit hole doesn't end with a kid running through a lobby. It ends at a science fiction writer, an alien dictator, missing door handles, and a woman warning the entire internet about something called fair game.
I don't like where this is going.
I don't. So do me a favor, grab some popcorn, snort some Dr. Pepper, get ready as we uncover the Scientology speedruns. Before we talk about the speedruns, we need to talk about the person that built that building. Because the origin story is one of the wildest things I've ever heard of. Scientology was founded by a man named L. Ron Hubbard, who was, and I really need you to sit with this for a second, a science fiction writer. Not a theologian, not a philosopher, not even a guy with a background in religion. He was a pulp fiction writer who wrote westerns and mysteries and space operas.
So he was a generalist.
Yeah, he was a generalist who founded a religion, Tony. So in the late 1940s, he develops this kind of self-help system called Dianetics. The idea is simplified. Your mind records every traumatic system that's ever happened into your life called an engram. And his theory was you could clear those engrams through a process called auditing. Guided therapy sessions, basically. Now here's the part that gets me. He tried to get this published in actual medical journals. American Journal of Psychiatry, Journal of American Medical Association. They all said no. No evidence. Not scientifically valid. We're not publishing this. So Hubbard did what any completely reasonable person would do. He published it in Astounding Science Fiction magazine instead.
The scientists said no, so he went with the science fiction guys?
Yeah, they took that little freaking weirdo in. The article exploded. So he turned it into a book. A New York Times bestseller. And then instead of stopping there, he decided to turn the whole damn thing into a religion with its own courses, its own hierarchy, its own celebrities, and its own buildings, including the one sitting at 6724 Hollywood Boulevard, which is technically open to the public. But here's the piece that the internet completely lost their minds about when they found out about it. The advanced teachings. The things that members only learn about after years of participation and tens of thousands of dollars. Involving a story of an alien dictator named Xenu.
What?
Who 75 million years ago gathered billions of people across the galaxy, flew them to Earth in spacecraft described as looking like D-78 aircraft, dropped them into volcanoes, and detonated hydrogen bombs. Tony?
I need a moment.
Take your time.
The volcano hydrogen bomb alien guy.
Yeah, that's right.
And people paid money to learn this?
Tens of thousands of dollars. After years of courses and throwing money at these guys, you don't even learn about the Xenu guy until you're way too far in and you can't get out. That right there is what's hiding behind those glass doors at Hollywood Boulevard.
I don't know, that's a pretty good business model.
I think it's freaking diabolical, Tony. So back to March 31st. Swhileyy makes his video. 90 million views. And something very specific happens in the comments. People aren't just laughing at the whole run itself. They're asking questions about the reactions. Because the staff inside didn't react like people normally do working at a public building. They acted like somebody tripped like a silent alarm or something.
Normal buildings don't make you feel like you triggered something.
Exactly. So other creators started going. First a few, then more. And here's what viewers viewers started noticing across all of them. It doesn't matter which location they go to. It doesn't matter which creator is going. It doesn't matter if this person walks in calmly, asks politely, says nothing at all. The second a camera appears, the energy in the room changes completely. Staff start to appear in corners of buildings that you didn't even know existed. Cameras get physically blocked with holders, pamphlets, hands, and bodies. Multiple staff position themselves nearby. Not confrontationally, they're just there, watching.
What? They're just really good at customer service.
So people started clipping these moments and comparing them side by side. Same building energy every single time. And once enough comparison videos started to spread, the tone shifted completely. Because now it wasn't just kids freaking running through a lobby anymore. It became, wait, why does every location react the same way? And that question is what pulled everybody into the things that we just covered, which is a much darker rabbit hole than I think anyone really expected.
I once walked into a Panera and everyone looked at me like this.
That's the same thing, Tony. So here's where it stops being funny and starts to become genuinely unhinged. Because once the trend picked up momentum, it evolved fast. The original Swhileyy video was just a run through the lobby, in and out, basically 30 seconds. But now the internet took it upon themselves to make it a competition. Who could get the deepest in the building? Who could be there the longest? And who could find a new location? Some people started bringing air horns. Some people came in groups. And viewers at home started using the footage and mapping out the facilities. They mapped out the Hollywood building's floor plan, which is the most internet thing that I've ever heard off the internet doing.
Somebody made a floor map of a Scientology building from TikToks?
Multiple people, Tony. It became a collaborative effort.
I'm gonna go think about that.
And then April 25th happened. Dozens of people showed up to the Hollywood Scientology building at the same time. Staff members got knocked over. The church reported property damage. LAPD responded. And Scientology's response to all of this? They removed the door handles from the outside of the building. They physically unscrewed all of the door handles so people wouldn't pull on the door.
The door handles.
The door handles, Tony.
It's a good move.
And then, when that still wasn't enough, they used freaking human barricades. Staff members would just block doorways with their bodies. The internet called this the Red Rover defense. So LAPD starts doing extra patrols. 2 incidents were opened up as potential hate crime investigations. And somewhere in the middle of all of this, Swhileyy posted a video asking everybody to stop.
He created a monster, and that monster were bored people with phones.
And nobody stopped.
That's right.
And this is the part that made me drop everything and just take a lap. I got tired real quick because while the internet was timing runs and making floor maps, the people who actually left Scientology started paying attention. And what they said was not what the internet wanted to hear. Leigh Remini, actress, former Scientologist, probably the most publicly vocal person that had ever left, said the speedruns were actively making things worse. Not for the runners, not for the internet, but for the people still inside. Her argument? Scientology members are not casual participants. They are true believers who have given years, decades, enormous amounts of money, and in many cases, their relationships with their families who refuse to join. When outsiders invade that space and pretend it's a game, it doesn't make the members in there question anything. It just confirms everything that they've been told. That the outside world is dangerous. That the critics are enemies. That the church needs protecting.
So the speedruns accidentally became a Scientology advertisement?
That is almost exactly what Remedy said, Tony.
I want to get off this planet.
And then Jenna Miscavige posted a warning. And I need you to understand who that person is. Jenna Miscavige is the niece of David Miscavige, the current leader of Scientology. She grew up inside of the organization, eventually escaped, wrote a book called Beyond Belief, and has been speaking publicly ever since. Her warning to the speedrunners weren't stop making fun of them. It was about something called fair game.
That sounds like a carnival game.
Nope, not a carnival game, Tony. Fair game is a Scientology policy from the 1960s. The document stated that anybody considered a suppressive person by the church, meaning anyone deemed an enemy of Scientology, could be targeted by any means necessary. The church officially canceled it in 1968. on paper. But former senior members, including Mike Rinder, who ran their Office of Special Affairs from 1982 to 2007, have said publicly that that policy had never really disappeared. It just stopped being written down.
They canceled it like I cancel plans.
Jenna's specific warning to the speedrunners: pay attention if anyone follows you after you leave the building. Pay attention if you start getting unexpected phone calls, because according to former members, that's how it starts. Tony?
I think I'm gonna go eat drywall.
And here's the thing I kept coming back to. After all of this, L. Ron Hubbard pitched his ideas to actual scientists. They said no, so he posted a science fiction magazine instead. He didn't plan to build a religion. He didn't plan for any of it to become what it became. He just put something out there and it got out of hand.
I'm gonna go stick my tongue in a wall outlet.
Swhileyy was walking down Hollywood Boulevard and he saw a building. I'm not sure if he planned to start a trend. I bet he didn't expect to get 90 million views. He made one dumb split-second decision, uploaded it, and the internet grabbed the steering wheel.
I can't drive.
No, I know that.
The door doesn't have handles.
What?
Neither does any of this.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna go think about carpets.
Sick? Thank you.